Hi, I'm Simone and I'm the Zen Mommy. I help people with awakening and ascension and guiding you through the healing of the mind, body, and soul. Today, we're going to have a vlog, just me talking about my life. And so it's been a while since I did a vlog. I did vlogs last year, and I just thought, I owe it to my subscribers to let you know what's going on with me in my personal life, because I created this channel to share my life and my experiences, and I feel like I've been missing out on sharing a lot with you guys. So I came back from Florida, as you all know. I made a stop off in South Carolina. I stayed there for about a month. I was in Florida, things got toxic, and I was like, okay. Roommates threatening to kill me, and I'm thinking, what in the world? How did I manifest this? I was a little upset. I couldn't understand what was going on with me while I was attracting this. And I thought, Florida was meant to be. And that's another lesson I learned. You can't get set in anything. You can't get dogmatic about anything, any vision, any dream, anything that you're supposed to happen. I had everything. I had a job and everything, and I manifested it away. I say that often. I understand, I take responsibility for creating that experience. And I take responsibility for creating the toxic roommate. And then I moved to South Carolina for a short period of time. And I was going to stay there. And I could not handle the weather. I mean, literally, I went outside and it felt like I was walking into a vat of hot lotion. It was horrible. I couldn't breathe outside. And oh my God, the mosquitoes. So Zen Mommy, I have a store, right? And I sell all these like holistic products. So I created this bug repellent, like this. I have these lotion bars and a spray, and which was perfect for out there. But let's just say I don't want to smell like bug repellent to go check the mail. But it takes, what, a minute to check the mail and back? I checked the mail in 1 minute and I got 20 to 40 mosquito bites. It was bad. And so I was miserable, and I really missed my daughter, and I decided I'm gonna come back. And at that point, my Zen Mommy business, so I had these hopes of like I had a job there, but my whole goal was to get Zen Mommy off the ground, the coaching, the intuitive counseling. I started doing readings and, some of the more spiritual services. And I really built up my online store. I want you guys to check it out. And I have more stuff I'm going to add. But for some reason, I didn't manifest. I didn't manifest Zen Mommy properly. And I didn't keep up with everything the way I was supposed to. I didn't call clients back. I was getting request forms, and I stopped. For some reason, I didn't believe in myself. And I think that I got scared. I started to get scared if I called a client, people who were running the coach. Like, I started to wonder, like, what if when I talk to them that I can't help them? And then I just like kind of talked myself out of my business. And so I got here back to California, and I was literally homeless. So I had to stay with a sister. I stayed in a hotel for a while, me and Storm. But I was determined. I was like, I don't care. So I had a fear. Like, I even said in my video, oh, this is a risk I'm taking on board. What if my son and I is homeless? Guess what? I sent the energy out, and guess what? I manifested that. And so I was homeless for a bit. And I got here. Of course, I didn't have a job. And Zen Mommy, everything's in boxes. I can't like really do my store anymore. I don't have a place to really do my coaching and counseling at that time. And I was just sitting there like, I didn't know what was going on with me. I was just like, okay, I thought that I'm going to go back into the work world. I'm tired of this. I don't want to be homeless. So I decided to pursue having a matrix job. And so I went and stayed with a family for a short period of time. And that worked out pleasantly. And so just joking. And so you know how it is when living with other people, it's not the easiest thing to do. And so that's what I went into that experience, and I started to feel trapped. For some reason, ever since Florida, I kind of have been mentally creating this trap around me, feeling like I can't do anything. And in Florida, when that whole car situation happened, I felt trapped. I was in an area with no type of transportation. I couldn't just Uber it around with carrying a huge 20-pound car seat. And I was just like, okay, I felt trapped, and I didn't know how to explain it. And then when I got to my sister, and then in South Carolina, I felt trapped by the heat. And I just kept manifesting this trapped feeling. And so at my sister's house, I began to feel trapped again. But it was easy. I had low overhead, low rent, and I wasn't doing anything with my life. And I was thinking, I don't know what I want to do. I knew I wanted a job. It's just, I kept finding, every time I had an idea, I kept finding all the reasons why it wouldn't work. And so I would stay in this place in my mind where I was just feeling like super trapped. And I didn't know how to like get out of that. I didn't know exactly what to do. During that time period, I met my soulmate. And the one that I've been trying to manifest, he came to me. And that, we do want to do a video. I know I keep saying that, but I am going to do a video. But during that time period, I met him. He was actually a subscriber who actually came to me with a question about manifesting someone. And it didn't really happen like that, but like it turned into something really beautiful. And during that time period, I ended up spending all of my days just talking to him on the phone. We were long distance at first. And during that time, I started to think, well, you know, if I get anything out of this experience of nothing going on in my life, I'm actually developing an amazing relationship with an amazing high vibrational man who is just like me. Like what I believe, my spirituality, you know, ready to have a YouTube channel, ready to be Zen Daddy. And it was exactly what I needed. And so he came out here. And so during that process, I started to realize I had a lot of healing to work on. So like I had these toxic relationships, and I had realized that when he came to me, I rejected him at first, you know, and I was like, and I knew like from the beginning I could, you know, I can read people, you know, I'm psychic, just like we all are, and we can all develop it more. But I read that like the moment he messaged me, I knew something. I knew that I knew he was a good man. I knew it, and I knew he would never hurt me. And I knew it to the bottom of my soul. I felt it. And when he told me how he felt, I got a vision of us. I got a vision of us married and laying in the bed with my son, jumping on us and jumping, you know, like. And so I saw that, but I was scared. I was like, no, I think you're too young for me. That's not going to work. I kept making up excuses. And then within those excuses, I realized that I desired those men that hurt me. Like I was really attracted to it. Like I really had developed like an attraction to a man that would hurt me. I realized it was a cold, like this healing awakening. Realizing that like because of how I was treated as a child, and how I always went for men that were rejecting me or men that were bad for me, it became something that I wanted. Like I knew deep down that these men would never be loyal, be good to me. But I went after that because deep down I didn't want a commitment. But when a real commitment came to me, like I want this. I want us to be real. I was scared, and I tried to run away from it. Anyways, long story short, save that for another video. He came to California. He lived far away in Georgia. And at that point, he came to California. It happened very fast. I'm talking instant manifestation. We both agree that this is the closest instant manifestation I ever had. Except for one time, my car battery died. And I sat in my car and I was just thinking, God, if I just had some jumper cables, and the guy just gave me a pair of jumper cables. Instant manifestation. I'm serious. So we were talking like, I'm like, this is happening fast. I don't get it. And he's like, well, this is instant manifestation. Like, we both matched a vibration, and we knew that we were meant to be. And so when he moved out here, we moved in together. Okay, so we're living together now. And that's where we are right now is, you know, I'm learning how to be in a real relationship where there's actual love, where the guy is actually good to you. So that is a new experience for me. And with that comes a lot of things. Like I really had to learn how to heal, and I had to learn how to love someone. I had to learn that I was a narcissist, you know, like, you know, a lot of times, you know, some people get upset when you call people a narcissist. And some people in the spiritual community, they're like, because of the fact you're saying that that person is a narcissist, you have a problem. The thing is, I say the word narcissist so I can identify this personality type. But I'm also telling you that we're a reflection of each other, and it's something we attracted into our vibration, into our area. So because I had attracted that before, I was a narcissist to myself, and I took on a personality who treated me a certain way. And I began to realize there was this scared part of me who wanted to just run and I had to, like, I'm going through experience where I have to learn how to really be with somebody in a real, you know, loyal relationship that's going to blossom and grow. So that's a beautiful experience. I'm really thankful for that. And so when he got here, we moved in together, and as I said, I was on my journey to take a matrix job. But for some reason, I was just being lazy at my sister's house. I was enjoying having $400 for rent and not having to do anything. And I just kind of just sat back. And I kept trying to look for a job. I couldn't find the right job. And then the next thing you know, a job came to me. You know, someone I knew I used to work with called me and they're like, oh, we have this cannabis company. So I took a matrix job with the cannabis industry. So, which is an amazing job. I love cannabis, and I really like the job. I get to work from home. I can have my son at home with me when I work. And so I was thinking, yeah, I'm getting settled into this matrix job. Now I'm really not having time for Zen Mommy, and my store closes. And, you know, and I didn't think to turn it back on. I was just like, nothing's really happening. So I'm like, I'm all set in my matrix job, which is about to go full time. And then the next thing you know, we started to have a little bit of an issue at the job, and I had to, it's a startup company. I don't want to go into detail what it is because it is a company that I work for, but it's a startup company and there's hiccups to it. And so therefore I am not, my work has been scaled back a lot. And I was just thinking, my boyfriend is like, Simone, he's just like, you need to focus on Zen Mommy again. You need to focus on your business. I don't know where I got this fear from. But I know that I need to work on it. I think that's my journey right now, is like embracing who I am, believing in myself. A lot of times sometimes I don't believe in myself that I can actually do it. I get afraid that I'm going to fail, and then therefore I don't want to pursue it. So that's one of the things I've been having to work on in this journey. And so this happened like, a week or so ago, and I've been getting a lot of client requests for my intuitive counseling and my coaching on my website. And I started to see that I have so many that I need to call back. And if you're watching this video right now, I just want to apologize. I am going to call you this week. I promise. I'm going to try to get down through that list. And I want to do this. I'm on a journey to do this. And I don't know why I've been afraid. I know I have the goods. I know how to connect with people. And I use my internal guidance and my intuition to try to help people. And a lot of times, sometimes people just want to talk. And that's okay too. And sometimes, and all of the times, the people who I've coached, I've become good friends with. And I hate to call them clients, like, because I really feel like we are friends. And just like I talked to you on this video, that's how I'm going to talk to you when you call me for a service. Say you want a Skype session or a coaching session or a reading, it's a good way to just like talk to someone relatable, and I have insights that I can see to help you with that you may not see. And it's really, really easy to like read people and help people. But I had this fear, and maybe just talking about it on this video right now is going to help me break through that block, because I promised myself I will make these calls and get back. So now I have all this free time available, so I have to focus on it. And now I'm at that point. Do I get another matrix job and work full time every day, and at the end of the day I'm tired? No, I don't want to do that. I have so much passion about what I'm doing, and I want to be Zen mommy full time. That's exactly what I want to do. So I'm going to face my fears, and I'm going to go down to people who are requesting to talk to me, and I want to have a conversation with you guys and make that work. So that's where I am on that journey. Is, I started off, I remember I had the video on finding your purpose, and I remember when I realized I was a healer, I was like, yes, I want to focus on this. I quit my job, and it's been a journey to realize who I am, and I have to learn discipline, which I've never had discipline before. Sometimes I can be so lazy, and being out Florida by myself alone, being in South Carolina, I got into television again. Horrible. And that like has been like time consuming. And so last year was, it was good, and it was just crazy, last year with the energy going up and down. And then this year, like so far, I really see a lot of change, and I see a lot of hope for myself, for us, I see myself finally breaking this barrier of this fear of thinking that I'm not going to make it or I'm going to fail. And this is what I want to do. And that's what I want to put my focus on. Let's see, what's the next thing I wanted to update? I'm very happy to be back in California with my daughter, and my son, and my boyfriend, my new spouse. I guess that's it on catching you up on Zen Mommy. Oh, another thing that's been going on is like another reason why I haven't done like a lot of videos is, it's been a while, and like the last time I tried to record, I kept messing up. And so like I have to like get myself back into that mental state again of creation. I have to get back into that meditative state. And it's one thing to be spiritual and have this higher conscious and awareness, but see, you can still fall into a lower vibration where you're not progressing in your journey like you want to. And so we have to be very proactive about our ascension. And, there's no wrong way to do it. Sometimes you get stagnant a bit. Sometimes you go back a bit. But the whole point is to wake up and realize that you're on a journey to the infinite self. And that's what I want to realize. And hopefully making this video just helps encourage me to get back on the ball with things. And although I haven't been doing a lot, I've been getting a lot of subscribers. And, I have put a goal out to manifest 100,000 subscribers this year. And I believe, without a shadow of a doubt, I'm going to get that. I believe that. And I know that all I have to do is produce. And so that is it on my journey. I'm sorry for taking 20 minutes. I notice my videos are getting longer, so I'm going to stop right now. Thank you for watching. Peace and love. Namaste.